Hi guys, it's Alleena. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this bronze goddess look. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I never do these kind of looks and it won't be the last time. I'm telling you that right now. I love looking bronzed and glowy and I got so many products to talk about today that do that for you. So keep watching and I hope that you enjoy. And yeah, let's find out how I get this bronze goddess look. Alright, so one of the first things I want to do is focus on the skin because bronze to me is, you know, beautiful glowing skin, and the first product I'm going to use is the Copacabana Bronze Glow Oil by Janeiro. Wow. The good thing about it, even though it doesn't have a pump, it's not a really runny kind of consistency. You can just place it on your hand like so. I'm just going to use the Zoeva 104 buffer brush. I'm just going to tap into that beautiful, look at that, product, and we're going to just apply to these areas, and it's that bronzed colour which we're going for today. Alright, one more skincare product because I'm obsessed with skincare and I really do think that skincare is a must before any kind of makeup application, at least for me. I just think if you don't have a good base, then your makeup isn't gonna look good or as good. So this is a moisturiser and it's an incredible moisturiser. I've talked about it before. This is the Origins Zing Energy Boosting Gel Moisturiser. This just makes your skin look so beautiful and dewy, but not oily, because I don't like to feel, you know, that there's a lot on my face. Even though I wear makeup and lots of skincare underneath, I still go for products that don't feel really cakey on my face, and I think moisturizers can definitely do that to you. Obviously I've done my brows. You can go and check out my brow routine. I've done a separate video on that. I'll leave it on the screen right now. Every product I use is the same as in that video. Okay, so I lie, there is another skincare product. These are so cheap and you can just get them from Kmart. So yeah, I like to do these as I'm doing my eyeshadow, obviously, because I do my eyeshadow before my makeup. I can do that and I love that for that reason. Hi guys, it's me. I just had a little technical difficulty. The voiceover for some reason didn't show up in the next seconds of this clip, so you're just going to hear me talk over for the next bit, and then for some reason it just randomly comes back. So I'm just doing my normal base for my eyeshadow, which is the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair, and then the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder over the top of that. And then I'm just going to take the Tartelette in Bloom palette. This is such an amazing palette with beautiful neutral and warm shades, and it smells like cocoa, so that's pretty cool. I'm just going to take the Chi Chi crease brush, and I'm just going to take that first shade there, Rebel, which is a really nice brown. And as you can see, I'm just tapping it in the inner corner, so I'm kind of placing that pigment there, and then I just slowly take it through the crease. This is like my favorite way to do eyeshadow now. I used to blend back and forth forever, but now I'm loving this technique of just kind of dumping the pigment and then slowly tapping it towards the inner corner. And then I'm just going to fill in the rest of my lid. Okay, now that I look like a literal raccoon, I'm going to be using a shade Smarty Pants, which is this one right here, and I'm using a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush. It's always such a tongue twister to say. This is an amazing brush, by the way. I just think you need this. And I'm just going to be packing Smarty Pants in, how do I even explain this? So it's like my brush is sitting half on the outside of that shade and then half into it. I'm just going to be patting that shade in, and look at it, just blend it out. Honestly, this brush is everything. See, I'm kind of just bouncing it rather than moving back and forth. The days of blending away is gone. I mean, I'm going to do a little bit of blending later, but I used to sit here for so long, I still do, but not as long, and just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it used to be patchy, so you add more, and it's just like this ongoing process. Allergy life. I like everything really blown out as well, so. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Kalaya eyeshadow brush. It's a slanted one, which I really like, and I think it's really good for the crease area. I'm just going to go back in with that first shade we used, Rebel, this one right here, and I'm going to really focus that in the crease area. Because this is a smaller brush, it will pack on the product more precisely in an area, so I'm going to focus that on the outer V and just take it through. I'm also going to drag it down to the lash line, just because we aren't doing wing liner today and I don't want to have that space where it's you have no eyeshadow on your lash line. Hey! Mama!
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good, how are you? Okay, so I've just cleaned the excess product of this, and this is where kind of like the only time I do swipe, and I'm just going to just blend basically, because the products have already been laid down. It shouldn't make it patchy. Taking those off. Right, so I want to do like a half cut crease or a halo eye, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio. I think that's so confusing, it's by Maybelline but it says by Face Studio. And then I like to use the Zoeva 142 Concealer Buffer Brush. I just like to tap over that line. Alright, so our cut creases are done, and we're going to take the shade from the Bloom palette, Firecracker. It's this really bronzy coppery shade right here. And it's just on the back of that concealer brush we used to apply the concealer. And then I just like to tap on the edge where we ended that concealer cut crease, just so it's going to blend into the other brown, and then I will go over and blend into it with a brown. I'm really loving this shade now. I wasn't too keen on it at the start. I didn't think it would be bright enough. If it wasn't bright enough, I was going to go in with the Australis Neutralize eyeshadow palette. I reviewed this recently. I'll link it on the screen right now and also down below, and I absolutely loved it. The shades in here are really amazing. So you've got this one here, which I would have used for this video, or this one here, which I might. They're really amazing, such a cheap eyeshadow palette. If you don't have the Tarte palette, a drugstore version would be the Australis Neutralize. It's amazing, it's cheap, it's drugstore, and I think it might even have more colours. Yeah, it does, and more shimmers, so there you go. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I'm so sorry. I know I said one eyeshadow palette, but I mean, this is drugstore, and I gotta talk about it more. Right, so I'm gonna dive into this shade here. It's called Mocha. It's just perfect for this look. That other shade I used before, yeah, that's good, was amazing, and it did the job, but I'm just wanting to brighten it up just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going back into the Tartelette palette, and I'm going to take that shade Rebel that we used at the start, that one there, and I'm going to blend into the edge of where we laid down that shimmer, just so we don't have that obvious stop start. I'm going to apply eyelashes right now. These are the Huda Beauty Farrah number 12. Right, while we wait for the lashes to dry, I'm sure you probably could guess I was going to apply the MAC Strobe Cream in Gold Light. I apply this with every makeup look. It doesn't matter if I want to do gold or dewy, it's just everything to me. I love it. So I'm going to apply that, but yeah, obviously we're going for a glowy bronze goddess look, and this has to be included. It's just an amazing product, and it's super hydrating as well. If you are oily skin, I don't know how this would work for you, because it does make you really dewy, but I love that, so I'm going in. And I like to take it under my eyes as well, just because, as I said, super hydrating. Alright, let's apply these lashes. I forgot to do mascara. Wow. I'm just going to do this eye while I wait for the other one to dry, because if I go in with mascara now, it'll probably take the lash off. I'm like obsessing over that song. I think it's called Sunflower. I don't know why, but it just hits me right in the feels, and yeah, I don't know. So today I'm going in with the Loreal Paris Infallible Mattifying Base. And it just comes out like a little bit of gel, and then I'm just going to tap it on my T-zone. I'm such a fan of pore reducing products. I think they 100% work. I've got so many in there that I swear by, and this is one of them. So, alright, for foundation we're going to go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. This is in the shade C5. I love this. I mean, you can't go wrong. Ask any makeup artist or makeup lover. They usually have this one as a staple foundation. You can't go wrong. But let's be real, I'm probably gonna add another product in. Yeah, I'm 100% gonna mix this foundation. It's a little bit too light for today's look. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender to blend that out. I always pinch my beauty blender, so I have it this way and I pinch it, and I really find it doesn't soak up the product as much. I'm not sure if it's just me being delusional or dramatic, I don't know, but I feel like it does. I can't help mixing foundations. Like, even if a foundation is absolutely superb, there's nothing wrong with it, there's always something in the back of my head which is like, mix it, mix it. I love how foundation looks over that strobe cream. Just like you can see it peeking through, and I love that. Okay, so the next foundation I'm going to use is the Too Faced Blonde This Way foundation. This one's a little bit darker. Yeah, it's a lot darker, but we're doing bronze, and the foundation shade I've got at the moment is just not cutting it right now. So just gonna add that over the top, and as you can see, it's created a beautiful shade with a little bit more coverage. Why would I do that? Well, I'm trying to talk. But see, even this foundation on its own would be too dewy for me, so I'd mix it anyway. Yeah, I do leave my under eye bare for a reason. I don't like adding foundation under my under eye because I think it looks too cakey when I then go and add concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Honestly, I just can't go past it. I've tried, you know, all the ones that everyone raves about. I don't know, nothing beats this. And like, as I always say, why fix something that ain't broke? And this is also Drugstore, which I just think is amazing. I will always put on blast a Drugstore brand, so again, go and try this out. Just blending that away with the Beauty Blender, and as you can see, I'm taking it up against that eyeshadow and I'm making that nice. I'm just like acting like you know what I mean by my sounds, but I want it to be, how can I explain this without sounds? Let me think. I want it to look like my eye is being lifted upwards. That's why I always kind of have the shape of my eyeshadow that goes up and out, because it lifts your eye. Next, I'm going to use the NYX Wonder stick. This is just like a contour shade. So it just comes out like that, and I'm just going to contour. I usually use the NYX foundation stick as a contour, and I still do that. And I was like, oh, I'll change it up. And what do you know, it's another NYX brand, another Drugstore brand. Also, a lot of people were letting me know that they couldn't find the NYX foundation sticks anymore, and I've noticed that too. I'm not sure what that's about, and I'm really hoping they haven't taken that away because it's amazing. It's an amazing product for contour. I never used it as an actual foundation, just to contour, and yeah, I'll be really upset if they do get rid of that because it's such an amazing product. If you can't find it and in the meantime you want something, I do recommend the NYX Wonder stick. The one on the other end is like a, I think it's supposed to be like a highlighter stick or a concealer stick, is absolute crap, so I don't recommend that side, but the contour side is mint. So blending that contour shade in. With the nose contour, I'm just using that Zoeva 142 concealer buffer brush and taking that down. I really like using a concealer brush to do the nose contour part, just because it just makes it a lot more precise, and if I use a beauty blender it just bounces it all around. It looks really messy. A really important thing when you're doing your nose contour is to connect it into your eyeshadow. I've seen a lot of people that just kind of stop at the brow tip, and I guess it just looks a little bit too obvious, like just two kind of lines down your nose, so I guess you just want to make sure that that's blended in. It's time to bake, and I am absolutely living, breathing, dying over the Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. This is an amazing powder. This is the shade 1 Fairlight, and I love it. I love that it's not a pinky powder. It's like a really nice yellow toned powder, and it just looks absolutely beautiful on the skin. So I'm going to bake with that now. When you put this on, it does feel a little tight, which I hate, and it really worried me when I first used it, but I guarantee you if you just wait till you sweep it away, you will love the finish. It's really beautiful, and I was using the Laura Mercier translucent powder, which was so expensive, as you probably know, and I would be happy to change it up and just use this one from now on because very similar effect, and the skin does look beautiful with it. So yeah. Alright, while we're letting that bake and do its thing, we're going to go back in with the Tarte Bloom palette, and we're going to take the shade Rebel again, that first shade that we used, and this is on that Kalaya brush. I like to do my under eye now just because I feel like it sticks on my under eye a lot better, and because I've got that bake there, it's just falling straight onto it and I'm going to be able to sweep it away really easily. So that's what's happening. Now I'm just kind of doing the same thing, just tapping that pigment on the bottom, just so it's really standing out. Alright, now we're dipping in Smarty Pants, same brush, and this is actually what I'm going to do back and forth motions on the outside. Yo!
Give me a kiss.
For sure. Okay, sweeping that bake away. It also really mattifies the skin, but not in a really drying way. I just find it makes the skin look really soft, like a soft matte, you know what I mean? Love this product, drugstore cheap. It's time to bronze. We're gonna bronze with the MAC Give Me Sun. I love this product. I don't think I've ever used a different bronzer. Like, I have heaps, but I wouldn't not use this. Did you hear a beep? That was BJ. So cute. I think this is an amazing product. It sits absolutely beautiful on the skin. And I love the colour. It's a little bit more orange, but I don't mind that. Okay, I'm really going to go in with the bronzer just because obviously this is a bronze goddess look. So I think it's really important to get that product right on your cheeks and then blending it right up into the hairline. I bet you could have guessed for contour I'm using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. You know, it's just really good. Please let me know if you've found a really good bronzer, because I just can't seem to stop using those same two products, the MAC Give Me Sun, the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. That's like my favourite little combo. I'm going quite heavy with the contour just because what we're doing today. And onto the temples of my forehead. We're going to use the base shadow brush by Real Techniques, and we're going to contour my nose. It's probably not meant to contour for the nose, but it's perfect for that. So just kind of going over where we went with that contour cream. So I like to start like coming off from that eyeshadow and really taking it in to that bridge and then angling it inwards and around. I also like to take it underneath my lip because it does accentuate the lip as it's folding over. Okay, I'm going to go in with another bronzer. This is the Sweethearts bronzer by Too Faced. I really love this bronzer. It's just really luminous. It just gives the skin that really nice healthy bronze glow, and that's perfect for the look today. So applying that basically everywhere. Alright, I'm looking really bronzed and I'm loving that, but I just want to clean it up a little bit. I'm taking the W7 banana powder and just going to run it underneath my contour and that bronzer, just so it's really nice and clean. Side of the nose. I add a little bit more in the forehead just because I like the look of a really bright center of the forehead. I'm not going to leave that to sit for too long, but I'm just going to take the Essence Matte Touch blush. This is the shade Peach Me Up. This is a nice peachy shade, a really cheap drugstore brand as well. Just placing that on the apples and then touching backwards. Such a pigmented blush though, and so cheap, like $3 or something crazy like that. You can find it in Priceline in Australia and most of your drugstores. So yeah, time to sweep that away. Before we apply the amazing highlighter for today, I'm going to go in with the Budescu Aloe Herbs and Rosewater Facial Spray. Because I've added a lot of powders, a lot of bronzers, this product is amazing in making it look like skin again. So I'm going to apply that. So again, if you've been watching me for a while now, you know that I love using that Budescu just before I do my highlighter. It just really makes it stand out so much more and just makes it look more blinding. I don't know what it is. So for highlighter today, I'm using the Loreal in Gilded Honey. This is just so gorgeous. Incredible golden shade, and we're going for that bronze goddess look. So I'm going to use that, and this is the Real Techniques setting brush. And yeah. Such a beautiful formula, such a beautiful shade. Just a beautiful, beautiful product. And I like to circulate my brush over that just so it blends into the skin. I haven't got this really stark line. If I wasn't going to use the Loreal today, I would have used the Maybelline Master Chrome. This is just as good, if not better, and it's cheaper. It's drugstore. So that's a drugstore option, but yeah, today I'm just going to change it up because I'm always using that one and use the Loreal because wow. Taking that in the middle of the forehead and temples. Okay, now I'm taking a Real Techniques accent brush and I'm just going to highlight my nose. And the brow bone. And also the cupid bow, almost forgot. I'm so glad I didn't forget to put this in the video because I'm obsessed with this product. This is the MAC Gold Deposit. I don't know if this is actually a highlighter. No, it's a mineralized skin finish. It's a bit too chunky for a highlighter, but for this look today, it's amazing. I'm just going to do a swatch on my finger. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's more of a copper, but yeah, it's just beautiful. It makes the skin look incredible and I want to look really bronzy and glowy, and yeah, I'm just going to run this over my cheek area. It's not as stark, but it makes the skin look so healthy. And I'm just going to add it on the shoulder. Look at that. Yes. Honestly. I absolutely hate applying black to my waterline, but today we're going to have to do that. This is the MAC in Feline Kohl Powder Eye Pencil. Let's just get it over and done with. Just not a fan, but it does look good. Now that's done, I'm going to apply the CoverGirl Full Lash Blue Mascara and do the bottom eyelashes. Okay, I'm going to use the MAC Lip Pencil in Cork. This is amazing and I love the colour. Just beautiful for this look today. Okay, my battery just died. I don't know if anything looks different, but that's what just happened. I had to go and charge it and then put it back in again. I really need to invest in a second charger so I don't have to sit and wait for it to charge and then put it back in again. It's really annoying. I don't know why I wait this long, but there you go. I just outlined my lips with the MAC Lip Pencil in Cork and I just overdrew under the bottom, just where you can't really see where my lip flips over, and then also a little bit on the cupid's bow. And now I'm going to go in with another MAC product. I don't know what's going on today with me and MAC, but this is the shade Yash. I love it. It's this beautiful shade right here and I love this formula. The formula of the MAC lipsticks are just incredible, but recently I found Too Faced have their own lipsticks and they're just as good and they actually smell like peach, which is incredible, and they're amazing, just kind of like the same formulas. For this look I want my lips to look really big, so I'm going to go in with another one. I'm just going to go in with a liquid lip. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Stripped, and I'm just going to apply that towards the center. I'm not doing an ombre effect, just kind of adding more product. I don't know, I just really feel like I want to. It's a little bit more on the pink side, but I'm gonna do a lip combo today. Alright, this is the final product. This is the NYX Duochromatic Lip Gloss in the shade Cocktail Party. It's absolutely beautiful, really bronzy, so perfect for this look. And so shiny as well. So just applying that on the lip. Adding a lip gloss over the top of lipstick really makes your lips look huge, which I love. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the video. I'm actually really loving it. I love bronzy kind of looks. I don't actually often do this kind of eye look. I never put black in my waterline. I did forget one thing though. I didn't apply the Australis Metallics eyeshadow in Gold Gaga. It's just this little pot and this is like a really nice copper shade. I'm just gonna pat it in the inner corner. It's gonna really boost the look. I really hope this wasn't too confusing. I tried to simplify it as much as I could. I love how glowy my body is looking. I'm just obsessed with that. Yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow me on my social media. I'll link that on the screen right now and also down below, especially Instagram. As I always say, that's where everything goes down. I don't need to repeat myself. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell because I am a small YouTuber and I do get lost in all the other content that people put up. And yeah, leave a comment. I always get back to you. I love you guys so incredibly much. Thank you so much for all your support, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.